This is not a test. This is most definitely not a test. This is me being live, folks. So if you're just tuning in on the video, this is a live show. It was a live show. It's not a live show when you're watching it, but it was a live show now when we're doing it a few seconds, minutes, hours, days ago. I'm just waiting for some people to join us. And Rabina, Rabina Haining, she's here early. She's here right on the dot, right when we're beginning. Hi, Rabina. I love Rabina. She's been a great friend of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're waiting for the regulars to arrive, for those of you who may have put WTF at the beginning of the comments on my YouTube page last week, what is this all about? This is, in fact, a live streaming version of my podcast, which is heard in 125 countries on TuneIn Radio every week. So what you are seeing is like a condensed version with me talking about whatever it is I'm talking about that particular week. This week, it's all about fashion. It's all about fashion. And I have to rearrange my screen here because this is all live and I have the most complex studio set up here so that I can see what's going on while everyone else is watching it. And while I'm watching it, I have mission control here. I have so many notes and monitors. Hang on. I don't want this. I don't need that. That's gone. I'm just wasting some time till a few more people arrive, and then I'll begin. I have I have to make sure that I have my while we're waiting. This is just the tune-up time. This is just amateur hour until everyone gets here. But this is amateur hour. Here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely, of course, the thing is, last week I got so many people commenting on my comments that I lost track of them. So if I move that over there and I move that up there, yeah. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You should see what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here is about 16 versions of my own face, and each one is out of synchronicity with all the others. And now I have my control center there, and look at this. Look at that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at this. This is amazing. This is brilliant. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we've already got a group of people here. Rabina Haining has joined. Rabina Haining says, nice to be here. Of course, there is a delay between me talking and you talking, so that if anyone says anything rude, if anyone prints anything rude, I can actually take it off the screen. But I don't do that because this is all live and there isn't anything rude. Carol Campbell, my old friend Carol. Anne Smith in London. What's the time? It's 10:05. What a shame, Carol. What a shame. Arsene Wenger went out this week without Arsenal giving him another bit of metal. What a shame. Anyway, welcome everybody to Silverstone Live on Facebook, with the recorded videos, which you can watch after this show over and over again, both here on Facebook, on this page, or on, I was going to say TuneIn, on TuneIn. TuneIn is my radio show. No, what am I talking about? YouTube. I was out last night. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I think I had too much to drink. No, the recorded versions are seen on Facebook, on this page, and on YouTube. I may actually do something with the audio from this on YouTube, but that's on TuneIn. I'll get my facts together in a minute. Anyway, we've got a competition today, and I think a few of you may have read about this because I posted it all over social media. And if you didn't, well, it's such a shame because I'm giving away something so extraordinary. But I've already told people, I'll tell you right now, I'm giving away some jewelry on this show. But each person who enters the competition has to get 5 friends immediately. You've got 55 minutes now on the live broadcast, not on the recorded one. You've got 55 minutes to get 5 friends to come onto this show to stay with it for the hour. I'll be checking back at the end of the show, watching the rerun of it to make sure they stayed for the hour. The person who managed to get 5 friends to stay for the hour will be winning a special prize. I've already shown it on a short video that we played earlier. I will show it to newcomers soon. All I can tell you is it's worth it. If there's a tie on next week's show, I will draw the tying names out of a hat. So that's all I'm saying. We've already beat the number of people who were on last week's show. So all the people that are visiting us who are one of the 5 whose friend said come and watch the show, they have to say, hey, Rabina or Charlie or Fred or Nincompoop said that we should watch you. And that's what gives the person who told them to watch this the credit. 5 people need to say that for the same person, and that person wins the special prize. Okay? Hi, Dorothy Shields. Hi, Lorraine Moreland. Hi, everyone else. Hi to all of you. So this show is coming to you from a secret location somewhere on planet Earth. And each week I cover fashion, music, wine, theatre, film, and anything else that floats my boat and floats your boat. You can tell me in advance of the show, or even on the show if it's a an open show, as far as I don't have a specific topic that week. Just post your thoughts anyway and your comments underneath this. Or in my case, it's on the side of the screen, wherever it is on the screen. Post your thoughts, your comments, anything that I talk about today. You can comment about. You can say I just vomited. I don't care. I'm going to address as many of you as I can in the next hour. But you can also post topics and ideas on the video when it appears back as a video after the live show. So that way I get some thoughts, and I've already got some. A couple of you have already given me some topics during the week, but I can't use them today. Today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is going to focus on fashion. And in particular, because it's my show, and some of you will remember it's all about me. And again, you have to be in on the website Inside Jokes, and you have to be on the radio show Inside Jokes to get that. But somebody once said, they came onto my site and they said, it's all about him. Well, yes, it's called Time Out with Philip Silverstone. That's the website. And that's also the name of the Facebook page. So it is all about me. And so today's fashions are fashions that I particularly like. Now, I'm not a young kid, but as fashion people will tell you, Deborah Silver Sorkin. Hi, Deborah. How are you, Deborah? Mwah. Well, that goes out to everyone, but it particularly goes out to Deborah Silver Sorkin. We'll explain that at some point. We're just good friends, folks. We're just good friends, right, Deborah? Yeah. So this, as I said, this week's show is all about the kind of fashions that I like. And I was just saying, I'm not a young dude anymore, but I tend to dress in a manner that I enjoy. And I think our fashion guru from the radio show might be joining us. She could well be one of the people that's already joined us, but just is staying anonymous and hasn't said hi, Phil, yet. But Anne will be the first to tell you that you don't wear clothes to appeal to other people. You wear clothes because they make you feel good. And I remember a student of Anne's when she was at college, and we recorded, if you remember the early days of the radio show, we recorded students, and they had topics. And there was one young woman who was talking about lingerie. And she was talking about the fact that she loved silk lingerie. And I said, stupidly, well, that's great if you get lucky tonight. She said, no. She said, when I walk out, I know that I'm wearing the silk lingerie, and I feel great. I feel fabulous. It makes me feel so good. And that was a good lesson that I learned from, a 19-year-old, I guess. After all these years, you do wear clothes because they make you feel good, not anyone else. Last night, hi, Lorraine. How old am I then? None of your bloody business. How old do I look? 70? 75? How old are you then? That'll be next week's competition. Guess Philip's age. Yeah, I can imagine what they're going to say. Anyway, don't let me meander. Let me stick to what I was saying. So last night I went to the first big wine and food event that I've been to in 2 years. As a lot of you know, I've been recovering from a car accident, and so walking is a little tough. But I went last night, saw a lot of old mates, and I have to say, if you go onto you're on the page right now. If you're on the Facebook page, you'll see an outfit I was wearing last night, and I can't tell you how many people came up and said, "You're rocking that style, man." I didn't do it to have people come up to me. I did it because it just made me feel good and made me feel confident. So that's what fashion is all about. Lorraine is 70. So I'm not telling you how old I am. Oh, Rabina. I love Rabina. She says 46. Oh, my God. Rabina's obviously got a bad video reception where she is, right? Anne is a West Ham supporter, Phil, but my granddaughter is upset about Arsenal. Well, okay, all right. Lorraine, Dwayne, my son. What? How old are you then? Dwayne, my son? What does that mean? Anne Smith, I also think that... wait a minute. I also think that... And I'll get to the show in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I also think that fashion and thought about fashion has changed so much over the years that there is no set fashion trends for different ages. I agree with you. Wear what you feel you are happy in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will indeed. Rabina Haining, she's 45 and from Scotland, and she's sending me kisses. Rabina, what's going on between us? Are we flirting with each other? I hope not. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But anyway, yes. How old did you say you are? You're 45? Yeah, I'm 36. Anyway, let's get to the show. I told you about the competition, but I doubt if anyone here is going to enter it. So if they don't, we'll hold it over to next week. The whole point of the competition, by the way, was, just to repeat, I'm just going to say it right now, is that you get 5 people to watch a show. We can say next week's show if you want. I don't care. You each get 5 people to watch the show from beginning to end. They mention your name. That way you get the credit. And you, whoever you are, will receive this brand spanking new Uno de 50 ring. Uno de 50, look it up. UNODE 50. And it's one size fits all. You can go to a jewelry store and you can have it. They can put a little thing in it for about $1 or £1 or something to make it fit you. And it's unisex. Anyway, it's about $135, $145 brand new. And I'm giving it away for the first person who has 5 people say, "Hey, such and such said that I should say hello." Karen Lorenzo Bates, great to see you looking so well and funky. He wondered what I was going to say. Hi, Karen. Hope you're well. I really do. I hope you're well. This is a weird place to see them. I know I've got a lot of friends coming on tonight. Let's get to the fashion stuff. And I got all kinds of stuff going on here. So if you want to know about fashion, Rabina, it's so lovely ring. Okay, let me talk to you now about some of the fashionable stuff that is the theme of tonight's show. Firstly, you may have seen a lot of this stuff because I've been wearing it for some time. I've been wearing the styles and I've been wearing the fashions for some time, but I find that once I get hooked on a particular range of products, I tend to stay with them because they too tend to fit my funkiness. And the other thing that most people know about me from my old life when I was in the wine world is I never used to spend more than $10 or £5 in the UK on a bottle of wine. Same thing with fashion. I go into reused clothing stores. I go into places like Macy's that are forever having things at $140. If you saw the photograph, actually, of the jacket I was wearing at last night's event on the Facebook page, that black jacket with the big white, I don't know, pattern on it. It was $165 by INC, which is made exclusively for Macy's. And with all the discounts, I got it for $40. Great. Fabulous. I mean, that's my price range. So let me talk to you a minute about a watch company that I absolutely adore. They're called Skagen. It's Skagen. The couple that produced it, launched it, were from Denmark, as you can tell from the name Skagen. It sounds like a butter, doesn't it? And they wanted to do something that was really cool, really smooth, really slick Danish design. And, you know, when you're looking at Danish furniture or anything from Denmark, it's always very cool. It's always very sort of minimalistic. And so anyway, they founded this company in 1989. It's actually been bought out now by Fossil. A lot of people don't know that. Thanks, Lorraine. Thank you for saying that about me. Paul Andrew Wood is here. Oh, boy. Blobby Blob. What's Blobby Blob? Is that what, Paul, you've always got something nice to say. What does Blobby Blob mean? Anyway, let me go on. This is the fashion show, and I'm talking to you now about my favorite range of watches. And this here is my favorite watch that they have produced in recent years. This is by Skagen. Take a look at this. This is a Skagen watch. And I'm trying to get it into the light here so you can see it's got a blue mesh strap. It's got their name on the front. I should be able to, if I do this the right way, and if I learn to do this, I should be able to, let's see, let's bring it in here. There. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just did that. Let's go back to auto now. It's a beautiful watch, absolutely stunning watch. It's $195, folks, $195. However, for you, ladies and germs, no, it's actually, you can get this from anywhere from $45 to $85, and it really it's great because you can adjust it to fit any size wrist. But look, this is the thing I like. Look at this. Look at that. Look how thin it is. It's thin. I love blue, as you know. I love blue. And it keeps the time beautifully. It is a fashion statement. You can wear it with jeans. You can wear it with what I wear. I haven't figured out what that is. It's got a sandblast dial with linear indexes, 3-hand movement, and a date window. A quick release pin construction makes it easy to, so you can actually change the wrist straps. That's what they do at Skagen. It's 40 millimeters by 40 millimeters. Anyway, that is my favorite watch. Helen Howell, hi. You must have a very big wardrobe. No, I've got a very big backside, Helen. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. I do. Helen, I got a lot of shoes. We'll talk about that another time. I mean, we don't want to waste this show talking about me. We're just talking about me. Deborah Silver talking. Nice to find out what you sound like. Didn't you ever know that? This is what I sound like. I sound like this. This is a South Philadelphia accent. Isn't it lovely? Your style suits you. Blobby blob. Nice to find out. Hi, Philip. You must have a very big wardrobe. Okay, I've caught up with what people are saying. Okay, now, here's the thing. I have so many pairs of jeans. I can tell you, I can tell Helen that I got about 12 pairs of jeans between blue, black, and white. And I got a black and a white pair to show you tonight. And my favorite jeans, and I used to say, well, I just like Levi's, but I decided I don't like baggy jeans. I actually, even though I'm a fat bastard, I actually do wear skinny jeans because I just absolutely love the way that they fit. And True Religion jeans happen to be my mega favorites, my absolutely mega favorite jeans. They, according to them, and I have to agree with them on this, the True Religion jean style inherit the swagger of the names that they give to their jeans. There's the Joey, the Ricky, the Hallie. It's a fearless style, and it's a be so bold, in your face attitude. Now, the thing about True Religion jeans is that they sell for about $170 to over $300 a pair. But they also have the same products go on sale quite often. And don't forget, at the end of this show, I am going to write down everything I've spoken about and give you the websites. I should mention that to you. Anyway, they have something called Last Stitch, and they have the TrueReligion.com website where they have all these $200-300 pairs of brand new jeans. But then every so often they put them on sale in their LastStitch.com site. So I have two pairs of jeans here that originally started off about $295. And you know what? I was watching them because I wanted them. I was lusting after jeans. I have no life. I was lusting after jeans. And I came across these two pairs of jeans. I thought, they're going to come down. And sure enough, from the high twos, they both came down on a special sale together for $45. So I've got to show you these jeans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can do this. I have done this. I am all the way out here. First pair are the... Let's see if we can show you these. This is what you look for. Look. This is what you look for. You look for the True Religion leather bit at the back. But look at this. Watch this. You watching? Look at this. No, I didn't spill anything down. I'm trying to get them so that you can see them. Oh, you see they've got tears in them? But they've got paint splashes all down them. You see that? Look at the styling on those things. Anyway, they don't make them anymore. But if you go to Last Stitch, you might see them coming up there. They do have a brand new white pair. It's called the Mick Slim Fit Stretch Moto jeans. I wear a lot of moto stuff. Moto is basically what motorcyclists wear. You know, lots of chains and lots of zips and lots of funky rings like this. Lucky I didn't do my other finger. Oh, it came out this week. There's my eagle ring. You see that? That's my eagle ring. That's kind of all my funky stuff there. But this pair they do still have. This is my absolute favorite. Totally absolute favorite. It's the black version. I got to be able to show you. Look at the back pocket of these. Look at that. Anyway, this is the True Religion jeans. Can you see that? Splattered paint all over them. They are black paint straight with flap men's jeans. Now, they do have women's versions, of course. I mean, I'm showing you today stuff that comes in unisex. These were $249. No, I didn't pay $249. This is what I was watching. They were $249 when I first clapped eyes on them. Okay? I got them, well, now they're $89.97, which is a nice round figure. I got them for $45 from the True Religion LastStitch.com discount website. They also have stores across the US. If you're watching from anywhere in the US, if there's outlet stores, you can find Last Stitch outlet stores there. Cool says, Crazy? Crazy, okay. All right, fine. Good. All right, so that's two things there. Going back to my my large bottom closet, I mean, I probably have about 36 pairs of shoes, mostly sneakers, mostly high tops, mostly zippered, mostly from a company that I'm going to talk about now. Again, I'm in love with this company because they do stuff that nobody else does. I mean, the only other company that does it is a company like Balenciaga, I believe the name is, who sells shoes for about $900. I actually met a fashion designer a couple of years ago who was wearing a pair, and I said, "Oh my God, those are fabulous." And he said, "Yeah, I got 12 pairs of those." Bastard. Anyway, the shoes that I love, and of course they're just as funky for men as they are for, well, I was going to say for women as they are for men, but they are for men as they are for women. Something I've noticed here in the States is that a lot of shoes now are unisex, and they come with both the men and the women's size on the same box. Have you seen that? Have you? It's interesting. That's the way it's going. Why don't men and women have the same size feet? I don't understand that. But, oh, mate, that's a topic for another day. Anyway, Aldo Shoes, they say their slogan is, "May good things begin with the letter A." I mean, you know, good things in my world begin with the letter P. But let me show you. These are I got to read this to you because when I went in the shop, I couldn't remember what I was asking for. These are the Aldo Men's Esal U Black High Top Punk Goth Spike padded sneakers. The original price was $110. You can get them on eBay for about $70. I think I got them again for about $45 or $50. I'm going to show them to you now. I'm very excited to show them to you. Actually, yeah, I'll show them to you. I was going to ramble on, but I'm not going to ramble. Wait till you see these. Wait till you see these. Okay, this is the front of them. This is the front of them. It's patent or patent. Look at the spiky things here. Look at that. These spiky things. So I can kick somebody up the arse. It really hurts them, you know. It really does. It spikes all the way around. But this is a part I like because I'm lazy. Look, let me show you this. When you put them on, you see there's a zip. I got to get this. I've got to try and get this so you can see it. So the lights don't. There's a zip here. And this part here velcros onto the back. And you don't have to do much. There's no laces. It's great. And look at these. I've got to look at these shoes. Look, they may not be your style, but when I'm wearing them with the paint splattered True Religion jeans and that jacket that I wore last night, oh, I love it. I love it. Hello, Colin. How are you, mate? And Lorraine, savvy shopper. Yes, okay. Well, what do you think? Do you like what I've shown you so far? You probably don't, but it's what I like, and it's all about me. These shoes have. I'm not going there, as people say. These shoes that I just showed you have a padded shaft. I have to say so have I, but gender. Yes. Hook and loop strap, side zipper closure, zipper opening, hook stick strap, slip-on spikes, padded hook and loop straps. Basically, they're pretty nice, actually. I don't need all that crap that they write about the shoes. Anne Smith, I do like the jeans. Roxanne Lava, what am I, chopped liver? Roxanne Lava, ladies and gentlemen, who's just joined us, who is Anne, Cecil. I mentioned her half an hour ago when she was sitting in her garden, getting sloshed out of her face. And now she's saying, what am I, chopped liver? What she means is, Anne has just launched the most amazing shoes for women. And if you are a regular of my social media sites, you will know what I'm talking about. And, my love, Shoe Diva on the house. You mean, Shoe Diva in the house. You mean, Anne, do me a favor. Write down in the comment area here, because everyone knows who you are, everyone who watches our radio show. And if they do watch it, I'd like to find out how they do that. Although the radio show does have subtitles. Figure that one out. It's for our Chinese listeners. But anyway, Anne, type down, I know you just joined me. Sorry, there is a delay, by the way. And just jot down all the websites where people can visit you and see these amazing shoots. Anne, who is the star of the fashion feature on my radio show, has just launched her own line of shoes. They're affordable. They are stunning. They're rocking. She'll make whatever size you want, whatever color you want. She hand delivers it. If you live in South Africa, she gets a Uber. She gets all the way to your door. She doesn't. Anne has made so much money over the years that she will drive these shoes to your door. You could just got to give her a cup of tea and let her have a bit of a bath, because she will need that. But anyway, Anne, thank you. Made to order. Yes, I know them. Listen, I'm not wasting more time in Anne here. This isn't the Anne Cecil show, even though she'd like it to be. Anne, I want you to put all your contact information on here. But ladies and gentlemen, along with all the other things I've been talking about, I will put Anne's contact information. I'll even give you her address. You can knock on the door, 2:00 in the morning. Last week, folks, I had a fabulous experience. I went to an arts and crafts fair, and I had the good fortune. I thought I knew all the artsy and crafty people in our area, but I met Brian Hearns. He's got a company he calls, I've only been drinking water. Wait till I start drinking the real stuff in a minute. He calls Livin' Soul, Livnsol, and you can find him on social media, but again, you will be able to link to him below this when it's over. And I met him, and he had some handmade creations. He's an artist. He is an artist. I have a handmade walking art piece that I bought from him. You know, on his website, he's written some he's a poet as well. The beauty of nature has encompassed my soul and has asked it to give back. I create to influence change. He doesn't do it for the money. And I know for a fact, having spoken to him, he does this for passion. And I'm telling you, the passion shows through. What I have to show you, all right, don't fall off your perches, because this isn't everyone's cup of tea. I could have picked some sober stuff, but you know me, when I walk into a room, I like to make an impression, even though I say I'm doing it for myself. I used to know a couple in the wine business. The joke was they used to walk into a room twice, so the second time people would notice them. With me, I like to walk into a room once, but I have favorite colors. You know, last week I showed you my great tattoo, and I'm trying to get myself used to the camera angles here. And you'll notice that my great tattoo, it's difficult to bend my arm, is red and blue. Red and blue are my favorite colors. This is what Brian made, and I just think it's absolutely awesome. Now, it's unisex. It's a bracelet, you know, it's a little, goes around your wrist. Let me do it so it goes around your wrist, okay? And look at the closure on the back. Look at this. It just screws in. It's just something you get in a hardware store. But it's very clever, because if it's too big for you, you just move it down to the next hole. Anyway, I've been wearing this every single day. I couldn't wear it today because I couldn't wear it and show it to you at the same time, because I can't chew gum and drink. But anyway, that's it. Absolutely gorgeous leather, all handmade. The whole thing is handmade. Brian stuff. And he sells at the Etsy store, so you can buy it all over the world. He'll ship all over the world. He's got some fabulous stuff. He's got a lot, you know, more sober stuff than that. Ship it to you all over the world. Not expensive. Maybe maybe about $50, $60. What's that, 35 quid, 30 quid? I'm sorry for you and folks in Australia, wherever you might be. Christy Knights, love it. Passion for purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a celebrity in the audience, on the town, on the house, in the audience, in the house. It's Christy Knights. She has Ask the Therapist live show on YouTube. I'll put her information below afterwards. Christy Knights, plural, is her last name. And we're going to be doing some stuff together. She has a fabulous show. And a lot of people, have issues. We've all had issues. I have an issue now. You only have to look at me to know I've got an issue. But I'm working on it. I got a neurologist. It's since my accident. Actually, a lot of things did change since my accident. But in all seriousness, Christy has a beautiful bedside manner. No, she has never been by my bedside. So, okay, she's happily married, as am I. We're just good friends. I have so many just good friends. But she has a fabulous show, and she has a very lovely way of presenting it and speaking to you. And it's just you and her on the show. You're anonymous. You can ask her very personal questions. I know you can ask her those questions off camera as well. Okay, which moves me on to my next fabulous fashion feature today, folks. Let me just say, every Tuesday night at 8:30, by the way, is Christy's show. But you just go to YouTube and or Facebook or somewhere. You'll find it. You just do what I do. Just type her name. Christy is Kristie. You can see it. She's written on here, and check her out. I promise you, it's a great thing. Roxanne Lava, only one. I'm sorry, Roxanne Lava. What are you talking about? Thank you. Made to order. RoxanneLava.com. I think Roxanne. I think what Anne is saying, if I can understand, she's from South Philadelphia. She talks so odd. She's so weird, and I've never met her sober. But I think she's saying that you can buy a minimum of 6 pairs of shoes off her for, I think they're $300 a pair. No, I'm joking. Go and look at her shoes. They're fabulous. They're great for the summer. Just Good Friends was a British sitcom in the 70s, wasn't it? Colin, I wasn't born in the 70s, mate. I haven't got a clue. I was just a twinkle in me dad's eye in the 70s. Christy says I'm awesome. Christy, my love, I know. Okay, let's get to, what's the other big thing that I like? We've done jewellery, all right? I've got to get this camera crap organised so I know what I'm doing. We've done jewellery. What else have we done? We've done shoes. We've done jeans. Oh, I'm missing something. What have I forgotten? Of course, I have forgotten the titfer. Rhyming slang in England, or in London really, tit for tat, hat. As you know, I have 3 dozen hats. I wear the same one all the time. I like to look at the other ones, and Anne taught me that. Colin, I'm not a liar, and he said hats. Yes, hats. You've all said hats. All right, okay, you're all listening to me. Hats. Now, there are a lot of milliners around the world. But in the United States, there is one. We have it in Philly, which is why I know about it. I happen to go to Philly a lot. As I said to you, the studio is somewhere on planet Earth. Why I'd mentioned Philly, I have no idea. But anyway, there's a company called Gurin Brothers, and if you're watching this, if you're with Gurin Brothers, because I did do a shout out last night on social media and said, "Oi, you lot, all of you, what sells me these things? I'm going to be talking about you. I want to get some money off them. I'm hoping they'll give me some money, some sponsorship money." Anyway, don't tell them I said that. Anyway, Gurin Brothers, they've been in business since 1895. They do men and women's hats, fedoras. I'm looking at the list here. Fedoras, flat caps, baseball. Oh my God, how naff. Who wears baseball caps anymore? Cadet and Greek fishermen. Oh yeah. Knits. Bowlers and top hats. That's my style. Women's, they have fedora, flat cap, floppies. cloche. Cloche. Is that like gauche? Baseball. Women, stop wearing baseball hats, please. Wear those. Well, wear what I'm going to show you now because it's a unisex hat. Cadet and Greek fisherman in it. What is this Greek fisherman's hat? Anne, what's a Greek fisherman's hat? Anyway, let me show you the hat that I got from them. And they don't make it this year, but they've got two which are very similar. Let me show you this hat, folks. Oh, I love this hat. Look at the styling on the side of that. This is a straw hat. Let's see if we can get it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. You're not going to see my hair. It's a bad hair day. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. There we go. It's a bad hair day. I do not show my hair to anyone. Ever. Not even my wife. She has to be blindfolded when we go to bed at night. Now this... Hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on a second. Cameraman, let's do a bit of business here. There we go. Thank you. Don't you love the way I move these cameras about? I do. Cameraman, are we at the... let's just come a bit forward, folks. There we go. And down a bit. Down a bit. Yes, yes. Now up a bit, up a bit. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at the styling on that. Look at that. Red. Red brim. Handmade. Handmade, I almost took it off. Handmade by Gurin Brothers. Now, they have two. Let me tell you, they have two at the moment that I'm thinking about. They have a wide brim. This is a wide brim fedora, by the way. They have... My mum used to say, if I made a face like that, stay with me for the rest of my life. Nice. Love it. Love the hat. Thank you. Cool. Amazing hat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. When I was at school in Abbey Road in London, and we used to pass the vicar. We used to pass the vicar on the street. We used to wear these little, schoolboy caps. And we had to tip our cap to the vicar. Bloody stupid. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Gurin Brothers. They have a wide brim fedora, straw fedora called Tamalina. Tamalina. It's $65. And believe me, folks, I think, I honestly believe that for handmade, beautiful, one-of-a-kind hats, because you're not going to see too many of these walking down the street, especially if they don't have a head inside them. That would be very weird. It's packable. It's called a teardrop fedora. Has a solid crown that's color blocked to a multicolor brim. And it features a gross-grain hatband with western tails and a gross-grain sweatband. But they also have the classic brim fedora snare at $50. They're both very similar, and very similar to this. The snare wide brim fedora hat is an everyday classic if you're as in love with the teardrop crown fedora shape as we are, in this case as I am. This fedora is a must-have piece. Now, the fabric on both of these is 100% paper. So, the good news is if you get caught short and you're out on the motorway or the highway and you have to run into the loo, well, it's made out of paper. I'm not saying any more than that. The brim is 2 3/4 inches. The crown is 3.5 inches. But also their website, which is gurin.com, I'm going to put it on after this, does tell you, it has so much information on there, it does tell you how to maintain hats, how to keep them clean, how to clean them, how to hold them, the correct way to hold them. I believe this is the correct way to remove it rather than doing it that way. I like my hats covering my face because, my opinion, the more of my face that I can cover, the better off everyone else is. Right? It was okay when I was younger. I was all right then. But now that I'm an old fart. Did I show you this? Did you see this? Hang on a minute. Let me just show you this. Talking to you about jewellery. Here we go. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. There's my little handcuff for my little hand. I love that. Policeman once came up to me and made some comment about it. And I forgot he was a policeman. I made some comment back and... it wasn't a good situation at all. Anyway, so this is my favourite hat. I'm not going to take it off now. Might as well leave it on. to the end of the show. I have a lady who might be watching this, who I had the good fortune of not meeting. Now, I don't mean I had the good fortune of not meeting her. I mean, I had the good fortune of meeting her, but over the internet. Her name is Elizabeth Perkins, and she lives in... God, I'm so jealous. She lives in Italy. Roxanne... Anne, why don't you call yourself Anne? This Roxanne Lava crap. Because Anne just noted that the materials I mentioned follow the best in traditional hat making. Excuse me. Don't you think I knew that, Anne? Why would I wear anything but the best of anything? As long as I can screw it, get it off of somebody at a good price, or get it on sale, or get it used. Oh, talking about, I said at the very beginning of the show that I do go into stores that resell clothing. I make an exception. I won't buy hats and I won't buy shoes. But, you know, anything that can be thrown in the washing machine that somebody else has worn, that's fine with me. And last week I mentioned on the show that in Sloane Street, just if you get off at Knightsbridge and walk down Sloane Street on the left, Harrods and another company whose name eludes me at the moment have just for the next few weeks got this resale shop of high-end used clothes by top designers. 100% is going to the NSPCC, the charity for children. 100% of the proceeds are going there, and you can pick up some fabulous top-end designers for a fraction. They've all been worn before, but let's face it, you know, anyone that's going to be wearing the kind of dresses and frocks and stuff that they're selling there probably didn't spill anything down it, probably took it off before they made love to their, you know, toy boys or whatever. So it's probably quite clean. Anyway, we're talking about Elizabeth. Her friends call her Elizabetta. And so she has a company called Elizabetta. And she lives in the area of Italy most famous for making leather handbags, and has partnered with some, you know, workshops to produce handbags and all kinds of accessories. But I discovered her in the initial phases of her business when she was making silk scarves, which she still does. Every year she has a new collection. Her silk scarves are one of a kind. They're beautiful. They're made from very fine luxury Italian fabrics in the latest fashion styles. And she includes silk, linen, wool, cashmere, and cotton scarves, all made in Italy. So if you saw my photo on Facebook last night when I was at the Wine and Food event, I was wearing one of her scarves. I always wear her scarves. These short scarves are not her scarves. But hang on a mo. I've been talking for 50 minutes almost. I need this is water. No, it's gin. No, it's water. I've got some of her scarves here. I've got to show them to you. I'm looking at the screen up there. I do apologise. I should be looking at you because you're the most important person here. But I'm looking at the monitors around me so I can make sure that everything is in focus. Colin Cameron it says such amazing things. His comment just now was, "Oh, I think he sat on a pin." Hey, Jodie Ludwin. How are you, Jodie? Mwah. Lovely to see you. Jodie Ludwin. Anne, you know who Jodie Ludwin is? Yes, you do. Jodie and you met. Jodie, you see Roxanne Lava? That's Anne, our fashion guru from the radio show. And Jodie, let's just say her last name wasn't the name you knew her as before. I love Jodie. She is gorgeous. She is stunning. She is... I can't say too much because the newspapers will write about it tomorrow. She's newly married, and yet again, we're just good relatives. This time, we're just good relatives. What's her website, Phil? I haven't shown you. You're talking about Elizabeth, and I haven't shown you her stuff yet. But her website is Elizabetta. I'm going to put it at the end of this live show when it's finished. Underneath the video, I'm going to put all the websites, but it's Elizabetta.net. Let me show you her scarves. I got excited there because Jody just joined me, and once Jody joined me, and Anne's here, and all of you are here, we've got so many well-known people here. Okay, so the scarf that I was wearing last night. Oh, I'll mess them up. I hate messing up anything. There's a scarf from last night. You see, I love dots and things. It's silk. Oh, no. There's people watching. Philip, don't get carried away. Let me show you some of her fabrics here. Look at that. This is a long one. And behave yourself. You're in mixed company here. I love this. I just wrap it around me. Wrap it around me neck. God, I'm going to be... Jodie will know what I'm saying. I'm going to be schwitzing. There it is. Look at that. I love it. Very Keith Richards. Look at that. Very. Sometimes I wear them over my head as well. This actually is a Bellini wool lined silk scarf in burgundy, which sells for $112. $112. All of this can be purchased online from Elizabetta.net. I don't get a penny from them for that. Look at this. Look at the colour. Let's let the camera focus in on this. Look at that colour. Oh. Look at the bottom of it. I got to show you me bottom. Hang on. There it is. There's me bottom. Look at that. Look at that. And they're all reversible. They are all reversible. So you could wear it, as I have done, as a blue. Whoops. I'm not sure. I get so carried away here. The back side, the reverse side is blue. Okay, the reverse side. But look at this. Look at the colours. And it's silk. Oh, that's a nice colour. Look at that. Yeah. Not quite Tom. Well, Colin. Tom Baker wore wool. And how can you compare me with Tom Baker? At least there's one man I'm better looking than. Don't answer that. Don't even comment on that. Here's another one. This I love as well. I've worn this a lot. You've seen me wearing this. Look at that. Little like teardrops in pink or navy. I love her stuff. Her prices, by the way, are anywhere from 100 take two. Sorry, Charlie. Her prices are anywhere from $50 to 150, and of course that'll translate into whatever economy you're in, and whatever financial coinage stuff you're in. Of course, England is going to start adopting the franc next year. You know that, don't you? They're going to become. They're being annexed, I think, by France. Here we go. Here's the other one. Look at that colour. It came out so nicely on there. I mean, these are very unique patterns, and they're all silk. Oh my God, I love these things. Oh, I get so carried away. Anyway, if you missed this video, we're not over yet, by the way, but if you missed this video, you can watch it back, because we've covered today quite a few topics. So I showed you my favorite watch. I could do a quick recap, of course, for those latecomers. This is my favorite watch company, Skagen. This is my favorite watch. This is a Skagen watch in blue mesh. I'm trying to get it. There you go. Oh, I love that watch. And then, of course, I told you about the I don't think, if Jodie's still with us, I don't know if she's still with us. I think she might be. I've got to show you my favorite shoes again. And these shoes came from Aldo. I love Aldo. Here's my shoes. Anne, did you see these? I don't know if you were with us. Did you see these, Anne? Look at these. You may have seen these in person. Look at them. Look at them. As I said before, you kick somebody up the arse up the bum with these, and you really hurt them. Look at these, are really rocking shoes. They've got zippers, Velcro, Look at the zippers. Look at, and they're black patent. And then I told you about the jeans that I love. Let me talk to you again about Brian Hearns of Living Soul, who does handmade artistic bracelets. This is the one I picked up. I love this. This is my latest one. It covers my whole arm. But I had my tattoo. Hey, Jodie, did you see this? I got to show Jodie. Did you see that, Jodie? She's probably left. She's probably gone to sleep. She's newly married. She's in bed already. But if she's still up, there you go, Jodie. There's my tattoo. See, so that comes, all of my jewellery comes just above my tattoo. And then, of course, I mentioned to you my favourite jean company, because I want to recap here. I mentioned my favourite jean company, which is True Religion, and I have 2 pairs of theirs, both paint splattered. They paint splattered, I didn't. This is and you'll see this on their website. This is the black True Religion, and you know it's True Religion and not a false one when you, get this, Philip, learn how to use the bloody camera, you moron. See? Section skinny seat. Well, I don't have a section skinny seat. Get rid of that. And there's me white ones. I love them. And all of this stuff, as I said to you, all of this stuff I buy when it comes on sale. So I didn't pay $300 for the jeans. I paid about $50. And that works just nicely for me. I'm very, very happy with that. And what am I doing here? I haven't got a clue. I was going to do something. Oh, yes, I wanted to reverse back a bit. There we go. I love this camera. Isn't it fabulous? Let's see what you've said. How about glasses frames? Well, I haven't got anything to say about glasses frames because I've been buying my glasses for... Oh, Anne, you have... Why don't you tell everyone... Why don't you type on here? Anne, I wish she was in the studio. Anne will be in the studio with me. We are going to do some studio chats together. But Anne gets some glasses. They send her 3 pairs. And then she sends back 2 and she keeps the one that she wants. Mine, I have to be honest with you, the glasses that I got were given to me. And, wait a second. I forget, it was such a long time ago, I forget who gave them to me. But Anne's the one. Anne will do a show about glasses because I didn't. Aldo works for you, that's good. Those are, there are so many glasses out there right now, and Anne seems to have the knack of finding the cheap stuff. She's a cheapskate. She's got so much money. And the reason she's got so much money is she knows where to buy everything dirt cheap price. So we're actually probably in another couple of weeks when we get a few more people watching the show and we get a few more people actively involved and we get more people watching this on YouTube. Last week we had I think it was 1,500 people so far have watched it on YouTube. Not bad for the first week. One person wrote, WTF is all this about? He must have taken one look at me and thought, bloody hell. Oh, God, that man is insane or is on drugs. Well, I am on drugs, actually, and they're quite nice. You want any? I can. Oh, no, we'll talk about that later. What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought. But I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. Once we get maybe 4 episodes under our belt, and, I've got such a fat stomach that I've got to get quite a bit under my belt. But we will start having some guests on the show. I will have 2 cameras in the studio, and Anne and I have threatened, because we have this amazing chemistry. Again, Anne has Joe, so Anne and I are just good friends. Or everyone I know, all of those lovely young ladies that you see me hanging out with on the Facebook photos, we're just good friends. That's all it is. I have lots and lots and lots of good friends. I had lots of good friends showing my age. What did I just say that's showing my age? What, talking about the vicar? I have no idea what you're talking about. I never show my age. Ever. That's why I wear my hats over my face. I'm going to wear dark glasses soon as well. They get rid of the bags under my eyes. Anyway, so that was our fashion show. I need to get more of you involved in this so that we can have a bit of a banter back and forth. And eventually, because I'm a techno geek, I am going to bring you personally, folks, into the show, both by audio and by video. I will. Oh, Lorraine said I'm showing my age by not remembering. No, what happens is that this is how I am. I just get onto a topic and then I get onto something else. And if it's not scripted, I do a wine tasting. I used to do wine tastings, which are just me talking about me, you know. And what else would you expect? And they used to be 1 hour wine tastings, and they'd last for 2.5 hours. And I didn't realize till the end that everyone fallen asleep. They're wonderful, amazing. But which reminds me, you know, excuse me. God, it's dry in here. Do you remember have you all, showing my age now, but I don't remember Winston Churchill, but I adore him as my hero. You all remember that wonderful conversation he had with Lady Astor, the first, I think she was the first woman member of Parliament, and he was a great chauvinist. And she hated him and he hated her, so people always used to invite the two of them to cocktail parties and big lavish banquets, and always had them seated across from each other and just sit back and listen to them. And, you know, I think you all know the two, or my two favourite, but the two famous interactions between the two, where Lady Astor says to Winston Churchill, "Sir, if you were my husband, I would poison your drink." And Winston Churchill responds, you know this, don't you? "And madam, if you were my wife, I drink it." And the other one, which is my absolute favourite one, and I'm going to end the show on this, is where Lady Astor says to him, "Sir, you're drunk." To which he responds, we can all do this together, "And madam, you're ugly, but in the morning I'll be sober." Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. This is going to become a video right here on this page on Facebook and also on our YouTube page. Do tell your friends to join me at 5 o'clock next week. Do stop back shortly, because I am going to very hurriedly or very slowly put all the information I've just told you on tonight's show below, so you can go investigate all the stuff I told you. I hope this wasn't too painful for all of you. Colin says, "If not remembering is a sign of age, then I'm really..." Well, Colin, I know you're old. You're old. Carol says, "Listen, to every one of you, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. It was lovely to see quite a few relatives on here, quite a few good friends, and I am going to see all of you again next week. So have a lovely weekend, have a lovely week, and I love you all. Cheers."